So the numbers are in. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. With the large amount of promotion involved in this project, the rollout, the movie, the good music, the album being actually fucking solid. Even though there wasn't a hit single that charted or anything that kind of served the album altogether, I was still curious to see what the numbers were going to be. And I mean, it depends on who you ask. If you see this as good or bad in today's standard, I don't think this is good. But yet it's kind of doing better than a lot of other people that come from the same era. Every time they put out something, it doesn't really even make noise. People are kind of interested in this at this point, so that says a lot. But anyway, so it was reported by Pop Stuff that This Is Me Now debuted at 14k streams on Spotify, being the lowest debuting album by any main pop artist in history on that platform, being Spotify. I remember the day after its release, I did see just a little over 1,000 plays on each song on the album. So I knew that was going to be low. The movie was number one on Prime though, and the album was number one on iTunes charts globally. So that says a lot too. However, people will argue with that, saying that it's not hard to accomplish, given that nobody buys music these days. Hence why older songs are purchased a few times and they're thrown back right in the charts. So it's not active, so it kind of makes it easy. It doesn't stop the fact that there were sales there, right? So the album was 4 and remained in top 10 on iTunes. It was 7 on Amazon streaming, and 4, 8, and 16 on physical and vinyl sales on Amazon, and hit top 20 on Apple. According to Hits Daily Double, Jlo's new album, This Is Me Now, is not projected to debut in the top 20 on the Billboard 200 with less than 27,000 units. This will become Jlo's first album to peak outside the top 20 and second to not reach the top 10 following 2007's Brave, which charted at number 12. Where's AKA? I have something here that says AKA charted at 41 with just a little over 2,000 sales. So I guess This Is Me Now is doing better than AKA. Regardless, I guess these numbers are quite disappointing considering the movie, the interviews, the performances. Like, what else can you do to market, to promote an album? Like, literally, you're doing everything that's available today, and it still kind of gave shit numbers. But then, like, everyone's getting shit numbers these days. Like Shania Twain, she pulled in, I think, around like 30,000, and it was out of the charts by its second week. So it didn't do too well. A lot of artists from that time and before, they don't put out new music because it doesn't sell, and they're very like clear about that. It costs them more money to make it than they get in return from it. So they just stay to touring and to singing the old songs because that's what people want. Because people complain about the new stuff. So it's kind of sad to hear this. I was waiting, like, giving it a good week to kind of report this, trying to see if the numbers would go up, but it's kind of looking like by its second week it'll be out of the charts. Music just doesn't marinate the way that it used to. A lot of these songs, music that are released these days, it doesn't it's not a classic because it doesn't have that time of, standing for like a year, 2 years, and it's just playing constantly everywhere you go and shit like that. It doesn't become a memory. It's just it's like a second, and then we're moved on to the fucking next thing, and it's out of the charts, and people just it sucks. It just sucks. It sucks for new artists, and it sucks for older artists too, to make new shit because it just goes unnoticed. No one gives a shit. So the numbers keep growing though. Like on YouTube, especially the music videos, since she put out Rebound, it's picking up. I'm not sure what they'll resort to kind of further promote the project. Maybe try and get like a collab with somebody, a feature on one of the songs, to kind of remix it a bit. Probably some fucking known rapper from this day to kind of throw on the song. I feel like she should kind of just stay comfortable and stick to the people that she once worked with before, since the majority is the fan base that is interested in her. Ja Rule, Fat Joe, shit, even Ashanti at this point, just for fucking laughs, bro. And then, like, for music videos, choreography, I know she likes to work with Paris because Paris is that in chick at the moment, but like I feel like Tina kind of has that signature style that fits J-Lo. And even though she's choreographed for, like, Michael, Janet, a lot of people, I find that Tina is capable of giving you your own identity with such strong choreo. And I don't know. I feel like J-Lo kind of needs it right now. I feel like J-Lo needs to get in that space of just enjoying it and doing it for herself rather than trying to catch a hit. I think everything else will fall in place. Oh yeah, by the way, just to kind of go off on this, a lot of people on social media, I'm coming across videos of people clowning her, like kind of questioning what is this movie for? So I think a lot of people don't even realize this was for an album. And it's kind of sad to see because, you know, Michael Jackson did it with Moonwalker, Janet did it with Rhythm Nation, and I've been asking for something like this for the longest time, and then kind of for people just to kind of shit on it. I'm just like, where the fuck? Since when did we become so fucking like dull that we can't even enjoy some sort of like fantasy like thing? People going in on her for her relationship with Ben and making an album about it. It's like, well, how else is she supposed to be relatable to us everyday fucking normal people? We're not millionaires. And I'd rather that than fucking have her make some bullshit like demo song that was just kind of like shopped around from label to label to label, trying to catch a hit and stay relevant. Like, no, she gave us some fucking personalized shit, and it reflected her as a person. And there's one way to kind of relate to her without fucking including millions of dollars and shit like that, and that's love, relationships and such. And I feel like she did a good job. Anyways, I guess just keep getting those numbers up. That's all we can do. Anyways, you know the deal, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time.